So I will be just quick. Yeah. Good morning. So good morning everyone, no matter what time zone you're in. Hold up. I am Mayan Mishalka,
I am Munirul Islam, and we are Success Collective.
and
I'm
we are
Kyra Reyes, and we are Success Collect.
Success Collective. Success Collective is a group of imperfect people aggressively addicted to growth in our family, faith, finance, and fitnesses. So yesterday's topic is about thinking long term. So it points out long term thinking builds stability. Slow progress is still progress. Short term emotions can mislead. Decisions rooted in vision last longer. God develops us in seasons. Patience allows purpose to unfold. So that wraps up yesterday's topic. And our topic for today is you are called for more. So before we begin, let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and prepare ourselves to receive today's message. Before diving into today's topic, let's start with our quick recap. Yeah, I said that already. So let's step into today's topic. You are called for more, rising to your divine assignment. Today is all about identity, purpose, and the realization that you were not created just to survive, repeat cycles, or settle. You were created with intention, with gifts, with a unique assignment that only you can fulfill. When we say you are called for more, it means there is something placed within you that exceeds your current circumstances. It means there is a version of you that is stronger, wiser, more aligned, more impactful, and more fulfilled than the one you see today. The calling the calling over your life is not based on your past mistake or shortcomings. It is based on your purpose. And purpose is something that cannot be taken away. It can only be ignored or left undiscovered. Hold on. Let me make you the co-host. Your assignment isn't random. Everything you've been through, every challenge, every delay, every disappointment, every moment of joy, every lesson has been shaping you. Often, the calling reveals itself through the things that move you deeply, the things you can seem to ignore, the dreams that keep returning, the burdens that break your heart, and the passions you naturally lean toward. Your assignment does not does not shout it, it whispers. And when you pay attention, it becomes clearer and clearer. But rising into your assignment requires alignment. You cannot step into a higher calling with habits that keep you small. You cannot move forward while holding on to people or environments that drain you. You cannot grow when you cling to what you've been already outgrown. Rising means adjusting your mindset, guarding your time, being intentional with your actions, and committing to the discipline required for evaluation. Growth is not accidental, it is a conscious decision. A divine calling comes with a cost. It asks for consistency, patience, and accountability. It requires you to show up when you don't feel motivated, to trust the process even when you don't see the results yet, and to keep moving even when you feel unqualified. Many people hesitate to step into their assignment because they don't feel ready. But here's the truth, you do not need to be fully ready, you just need to be willing. Your calling will grow you along the way. Confidence is developed through obedience, not before it. And as you rise, you impact others. Your calling is bigger than you. Someone's healing, someone's breakthrough, someone's hope, someone's direction might be connected to your obedience. When you show up for your purpose, you become a vessel for someone else's growth. Rising into your divine assignment isn't just about personal success, it's about service, leadership, and influence. Today's message is a reminder that you are not behind, you are not late, you are not disqualified. You are in preparation. You are in shaping, and you are being positioned for the more that is meant for you. The assignment over your life is already written. You just simply need to walk into it with courage, trust, and intention. As we continue with today's meeting, let today be the moment you recognize that you are called for more. Let it be the moment you give yourself permission to grow, to stretch, to evolve, to rise into the person you were always meant to be. So being called for more does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it shows up as restlessness, sometimes as discomfort, sometimes it's the quiet knowing that no matter how stable life looks, there is still another level waiting to be unlocked. That inner pull is not an ambition, it is alignment. It is the signal that your spirit is ready to rise into the next version of you. Before anything shifts externally, it begins internally. You are called for more when you begin to recognize that your decisions carry weight, that the way you think shapes the direction of your life, that discipline is protection, not punishment, that your habits, your conversations, your environment, and even your silence all contribute to either your expansion or your stagnation. Responding to your calling means taking accountability for the future you want. It means realizing that waiting for the perfect time is the fastest way to waste your purpose. The calling doesn't wait for convenience, it waits for willingness. It waits for the moment you finally say, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to live the life meant for me. Being called for more also means letting go of the version of yourself that kept you safe but small. Growth requires shedding. You cannot bring old patterns into new seasons. You cannot bring self limiting beliefs into rooms designed for confidence. You cannot bring fear into opportunities meant to stretch you. Elevation demands release, and sometimes the hardest thing to release is the comfort of who you used to be. Your calling will ask for clarity. It will ask you to be intentional about your boundaries, your time, and your energy. When you're called for more, you'll start noticing that certain behaviors no longer feel aligned. You'll feel the difference between distraction and purpose. You'll sense when something is draining you instead of developing you. And that awareness is the first sign that you're outgrowing your old level. Another part of being called for more is recognizing that this journey isn't about comparison. It's not about beating someone else's timeline or matching someone else's achievements. It's about discovering the unique path designed for you, the one that fits your vision, your capacity, your purpose, and your pace. There is no competition when you are in alignment. The only race you're running is the one between who you were and who you are becoming. As you step deeper into your calling, you will realize that the challenges you face are not evidence that you are falling. They are evidence that you are being strengthened. The assignment placed on your life requires stability, and stability is built through testing. Every delay teaches patience, every obstacle teaches resilience, every setback teaches strategy. You are not being blocked, you are being built. And above all, um, please remember being called for more is not about being perfect, it is about being committed. Committed to growth, committed to discipline, committed to showing up even on days when motivation fades, committed to the bigger picture when even when the process feels slow. Your calling isn't fulfilled in a single moment. It unfolds through consistency. So as we continue this conversation, remember that my internet died. Sorry guys. So there comes a moment in every person's life when the familiar no longer fits. When the routine that once felt comforting begins to small, when the life you're living start whispering, there is more for you than this. That whisper is not impatience, it is invitation. An invitation into depth, maturity, responsibility, and the future that requires a stronger, wiser, more intentional version of you. Being called for more isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it begins a gentle shift in how you see things. You start craving conversations with more substance. You start noticing the habits that hold you back. You begin to feel the weight of the potential God placed inside you and the quiet realization that you haven't even scratched the surface. The call for more begins in the awareness that your life is capable of more meaning, more purpose, more alignment than you ever imagined. Being called for more also means being refined. Growth doesn't happen in the highlight moments, it happens in the uncomfortable ones. It happens when God removes what no longer serves you, when He exposes the patterns that needs to change, when He stretches your capacity not to punish you but to prepare you. Every challenge is a tool, every test is training, every not yet is shaping you into the person who can carry the yes you're praying for. This calling will also confront your excuses. It will challenge the story you tell yourself about why you can't start, why you're not ready, why it's not the right time. Because the truth is, greatness rarely arrives on a convenient schedule. Purpose unfolds when you choose discipline over comfort. When you decide that your future deserves more respect than your fears, when you stop negotiating with your potential and finally commit to becoming the version of you that your destiny requires. Being called for more demands a shift in how you steward yourself, your mind, your emotions, your circle, your time. You will become more protective of your peace, more selective with your energy, more intentional with your choices, not because you're changing, but because you're growing. Growth will naturally distance you from old environments, old cycles, and old patterns that can travel with you into the next chapter. Why am I stuttering? And here's the part most people miss. Being called for more isn't only about rising, it's about rooting. It's about building character that can sustain the blessings you're asking for. It's about strengthening your inner foundation so that when God elevates you, you won't crumble under the weight of your own unanswered prayers. More requires maturity, more requires responsibility, more requires faith deeper than emotion and discipline stronger than motivation. You are called for more not because you are lacking, but because you are capable. Because there is greatness in you that refuses to stay buried, because the world needs what you only can offer, your voice, your heart, your leadership, and your resilience. And this calling won't let you settle, it won't let you shrink, it won't let you play small. It will keep nudging you, stretching you, and strengthening you until you fully step into the person you were always meant to become. So if you're looking for a sign, this is your confirmation. You are called for more, and you are being prepared for it. That's my take for today. So I'm gonna open the floor for questions, comments, praise reports, and prayer requests. And if you have a takeaway, please chime in, guys. So if I'm going before you leave, like on this meeting later, so your sense, I just want guys to remember this. Your sense of wanting more isn't a flaw, it's direction. It's the signal that you're outgrowing the level you once prayed to reach. The restlessness, the discomfort, the desire to shift, those aren't signs of failure, those are signs of readiness. If there's one thing to carry with you, let it be this. Your next chapter won't come from waiting, it will come from becoming. Lean into the stretching, honors, and trust that the version of you emerging is exactly who your future needs. You're not just being called higher, you're being reshaped for it. So I'm going to open the floor for questions, comments, praise reports, and prayer requests.
Well, thank you for the lovely words that you guys be spreading across this platform. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. And thank you for the word today because it's a confirmation of what I'm going through right now. Um,
Thank you
I am
so
being
much.
pulled. I'm being pulled in like 50 different directions. Yes, I need to make a decision by the end of this year. And I'm just hoping things fall in line, or I'm praying that things fall in line for all of us to be successful and get to that next level that we are all desiring to get for.
Thank you so
Thank you again.
much.
Thank you again for the good word, guys.
Thank you. Anyone else? Questions, comments, praise reports, prayer requests? Thank you so much, Angelo. Say hi. Say hi. Okay, so let's start our I will statements. You know what an I will statement is? Please start, please.
Today, I will reflect on what I am experiencing right now and have a better plan for future and not settle for anything what I have right now because I don't know when it will end or yeah, that's
Thank you, Kyla. Anyone else? I will statements. Hey! I will
I
statements,
will be.
everyone. I sorry.
I will be. I will be stronger today than I was yesterday. I will walk
Thank
away
you.
confident more today than I did yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelo. Gladys said, "Today I won't give room for any limiting thoughts." Thank you, Gladys. So, yeah, thank you, guys. And then giveaway. We're ending early because they have an "I will" statement, Monarule.
Yes, ma'am. Today I will go over my thinking, what the negativity for anyone, and I will thought everyone positively. Thank you.
Thank you, Monarule. For giveaway. Why are you look at this? Okay. You can see him. He's on my keyboard. So giveaway. First winner. Monero, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Second. Oh, what did you do? Oh, good job. Congrats. Good job.
Congratulations, Kazal.
Oh, yeah. Prayer. Let's start our prayer. Father, we come with you with open hearts, grateful for the quiet ways you guide us into the next version of who we're meant to be. Thank you for the gentle pull, the holy restlessness, the inner stirring that reminds us that we are called for more, not by our own strength, but by your purpose for our lives. Lord, as we step into this new season, we ask for clarity. Help us recognize what is from you and what is simply noise. Give us the wisdom to choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, and faith over fear. Strengthen our spirits so we can release old patterns, old mindsets, and old versions of ourselves that no longer serve the future you have prepared. Cover every person reading this with courage, the courage to begin, the courage to continue, and the courage to believe that they are worthy of the calling they carry. Remind us that the challenges we face are not signs that we are falling behind, but signs that you are building our character, expanding our capacity, and preparing our hearts for elevation. Lord, protect our peace, guard our minds, align our steps, surround us with people who push us toward purpose, not pull us away from it. And when the journey feels low or heavy, breathe new strength into us. Let us feel your presence in the small moments, reassuring us that we are not alone. May your grace meet us in every decision, every effort, every transition, and may your favor go before us, making a way where we cannot see one yet. We declare this with faith. We are called for more, and by your guidance, we will rise into it. Amen. Let's start our flank pass. This is strength and is it endurance? Yeah, but 7 minute timer and music. Excuse me, Toby. 1, 2, 3, start. Oh, bakit? Sabi na. So, thank you to everyone who joined and participated today. Please remember to make the rest of your day the best of your day and the rest of your life the best of your life. I love you guys so much. No seconds wasted. Bye bye, guys. See you on Monday. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.